Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lynn Lowdown. I'm Danny Vittori, and today we welcome on Olivia Grinstead, the Program Director for Lynn Family Resource Center. Thanks so much for joining us again today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, I know you've been on a couple of times, so you know the drill, but the first thing I'll start out with is, when you first came on, it was Family Resource Center, then you added the forward, and now the forward is out again, yes?
We are the Lynn Family Resource Center now, so all of our logos will be Lynn Family Resource Center.
Okay. Good for all the people out there to know, because you mentioned it to me as well, too, because I originally had the forward, and then I asked you, so I'm glad that we got that all clarified.
Yeah, no worries.
And one very exciting thing that you've just done is taken over the community fridge. That happened, what did you say, last month or so?
Yes. We've been in talks starting at the beginning of the year, but it officially transitioned into ours pretty much at the beginning of summertime.
So for anyone who may not be familiar with the community fridge, what is it, where is it, how does it work?
So the Lynn Community Fridge is at 16 City Hall Square in the parking lot. You'll recognize the building. It's a bunch of different, it's a big mural of little creatures, and it's on the corner of the building towards St. Mary's, and it's a food pantry essentially that families don't have to wait in line, don't have to wait or be like given time, like a time schedule to go and get food. So it's a 24/7 fridge and pantry that families can come and take what you'd like or leave what you can kind of thing. So it's not run by like on a daily basis like we have like food. We try to fill it as much as possible with the help of like the food project. Whole Foods out of Swampscott is a really great resource and have given us some food. And it's just like, yeah, different programs can stock it and keep it run as well as ourselves.
It's a little bit almost like that take a book, leave a book kind of situation.
Absolutely.
Where you come and take what you need, or if you can leave anything, you can do that as well, but there's not specific rules around that.
Absolutely. I really like that one. Yeah, definitely. All we ask is that we know for those who wish to leave products, just checking the expiration date because we want to make sure that we're getting good food. It is monitored on a weekly basis, so my staff and I go check it out, clean it, make sure that it's neat and tidy. Pretty much every Wednesday we try to go and do that. If it's not every Wednesday, it's every Monday. So once a week, somebody goes and double checks to make sure that everything is running smoothly.
Mm-hmm. And I know I may have said this before, but can anyone come to the fridge? Are there any regulations around it or anything?
Nope. Everyone is welcome to come to the fridge as long as again, they don't leave expired food or they're not taking off the doors of the fridge, which unfortunately. We just got a brand new fridge, which is fantastic. A couple windstorms really took it out of the other one.
Oh, no.
So we just got a new one. So we're really excited about that, but it's in good shape this time. So, we don't have any restrictions on who can come and go. It's open 24/7. There's no locks or anything like that. And there is a light up above. So once it gets dark, it's always lit up and safe for families.
I've definitely seen it before, but I don't think I knew exactly what it was because I've run around that building quite a bit. So that's good to know then that that's what it is. Yeah. That's what it's there for. And you already mentioned a few of the partners, but where you actually get the food from, the larger groups as opposed as in addition to individuals, I mean.
Yeah, and then Spur also helps a lot too. And then just St. Mary's students, they also stock the fridge too during the school time. And then we have wonderful community members that just come by and stock it with stuff when they want and when they can. The Lynn FRC tries to stock it with waters the majority of the summertime. We try to every other day stock it with a whole full case of water just because it is hot. We want to make sure everyone is safe and has some water and some cool water, especially because it's so hot.
Yeah, especially with a few heat waves that we've had. We're in the middle of one now. We had one a couple weeks ago that it was getting up to triple digits there.
Absolutely, yeah. We want to make sure everyone is safe.
And one thing you don't think about as much is how essential food is. You know, how many people are in need of it, which I wish that wasn't the case. I mean, I almost wish we didn't need anything like this, that everyone had food, but that's not.
Yeah.
So, but having a resource like this is so valuable for those that need it.
Absolutely. Food insecurity is a huge issue, unfortunately, a huge need in especially the Lynn community. And there's so many great programs and great food pantries that are around. Yeah. This one's just kind of a little bit easier to access for families and easier to set up if families are undocumented or something. There's no like IDing or any like registration process. They can just go, feel safe to take whatever they can and leave it.
And especially the way things have been shifting a little bit now, you may have even more people that may have to use it, so any extension of resources is going to be beneficial to the entire community.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what was the next question? Now that you've taken it over, were there any changes, improvements you made, or anything that you think you're going to shift, or do you think it works? The system works.
The system works. I think what we want to do more is continue with the partnerships we have, but also make even more partnerships to make sure that there isn't more than a day that the fridge or the thing about having it 24/7 is that they can come anytime. Like families can come anytime. So it does empty out pretty quickly. So we want to try to set up systems in place that keep it stocked for the longer times and longer days. If we're on weekends or gone on holidays, like we want to make sure that there's people in place to like stock it when we can't. So we just want to make sure that system is the thing that we're kind of like working with right now with other programs.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that I see changing is the increased amount of support for the fridge and the pantry.
And I know you said, of course, you don't track anyone who comes to it, no people, anything like that, but do you track at all the amount of food that you give away towards the fridge or no? Or the amount that you receive, or is there anything like that?
For the amount that we do receive, like if we receive it from different organizations, we definitely want to shout them out because that's amazing and it helps to show families that, hey, look at these other programs that are supporting and are safe to be around. We always want to make sure that we're like tagging the big organizations or even any organizations that come. We want to make sure that we're like giving proper thanks, and the more people who are able to, you see that are donating, the more likely people would donate as well. So we always try to make sure we're tagging people, like we take pictures, put it on our Facebook page, just to make sure that we're kind of getting their name out there, as well as the fridge, so that families are a little bit more comfortable.
You have both, and of course you're here talking about it, but what are other places that people can learn more about it? I know you just mentioned social media.
Yeah, social media. They can always stop by the Lynn FRC or the Lynn Family Resource Center at 16 City Hall Square. We're on the first floor. We're open Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday, 8 to 6. And then on Fridays, it's 9 to 1.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, and then if you're ever out in the community at different like resource fairs, school open houses, outreach, like fairs, festivals, you will see a table with the Lynn FRC. So please come by. We have great swag always. So please stop by and ask us more about stuff. Ask us more about the fridge. We always want to talk with families.
Yeah, I do. I feel like I see FRC everywhere, which is a good thing. It's a compliment. I feel like I'm always seeing the table, and you do. You have very cool free giveaways. And I want to go back for a moment to, like you said, it's open 24/7. That's very unique, but it's also very beneficial because, let's say, you work the 9 to 5, you might work odd hours. Other resources, they may just not be open at the times that you need if you're at your job or if you're at an appointment or whatever it is. So that gives a lot more flexibility to families.
Absolutely, yes. And that's what we loved about it too. It's like that flexibility that you don't have to be here at this certain time to access the food, because like you said, it's people are working, and primarily those who are in like food insecure are the everyday Joes working 9 to 5 jobs, wanting to like just get some food security.
Yeah, because I know even with me, sometimes I'll be like, okay, I need to do this one really specific errand, but they're only open till this time. Can we fit it in the lunch break?
Exactly.
It can just be so difficult to do that. Yeah. And I'll ask, I think we've covered most of all the community fridge, unless there was anything else you didn't think I hadn't covered or mentioned?
No, I think I got everything.
All right, sweet. I love to hear that. Yeah. But in our last couple of minutes, the summer has, you said, gotten quite a bit busier. It used to be your quiet time. It is not anymore.
No. What is quiet time?
I don't know. So you'd have to ask someone else because I'm not sure. But are there any other upcoming events or any resources or anything that you wanted to shout out just generally from the Family Resource Center?
We're always looking for clothing or diaper donations for our community fridge, or not community fridge, sorry, our community closet. And then generally we just want to like reach out to the families, and if you're seeing things that we're not seeing, because we're in the day-to-day helping families, and we can still have those blinders on where we can't see all the different problems that are happening. So I really just want to kind of reach out to the community, and if you're seeing things that we're not seeing, please give us a call, email us, and we want to hear from you about what's going on in the community.
You said you do amazing work and do so much, but it's always better if you have more people helping, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're one person, one organization. It's all about building those connections with others.
Yeah.
So I know I just gave you the moment to wrap up, do everything, but is there anything else, or was that all?
That's all. We just come on down. Even if it's just to have some snacks or to get out of the hot sun, we have waters available always. So come on down and see what we can do for you.
All right, awesome. Well, I want to thank you again so much for coming on and talk about the amazing resource that's the Community Fridge, and of course all the other great programming you always have going on down there.
Thank you so much.
Of course, anytime. And once again, I'm Danny Vittori. This has been the Lynn Lowdown, and we'll see you next week with more guests.